Hey everybody, welcome to the Tuesday Night Live. Hanging out with Coyote, smoking on Sweet Green. What are you smoking on over there?
I'm smoking on some lemon haze I got from Jimmy John
Oh, nice.
and some Blue Dream dabs that I grew.
Oh, nice, nice. Rosin? The dabs? Is it rosin? Nice.
Rosin? The dabs? Is it rosin?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rosin.
Oh,
Is it rosin?
Good.
Are you talking to me? Yeah.
Oh wait a minute,
Yeah,
I got to dim something here.
Yeah, you got an echo.
I got to mute it. I got an echo.
Are you talking to me?
My
Oh, wait a
bad.
minute. I gotta...
That got rid of it. Now maybe I still got audio.
Yeah, man. Hey, so how's everybody in the chat doing today? Right. Hey, Blazing. Hey, Matt. Text.
Text dog, blazing.
Yeah. Jillian, Curly, Upstate, Eric. Oh, you guys doing well?
Upstate.
Hope everybody's growth genetics doing well. Mine's finally in its 3-gallon pot and has the space now. I got that because I got that big the big planto of the way. So I was able to bring the light down and get it all transplanted, and it's good to go.
Look out.
My Tango Mango though, those got the ones that were stretching from the shade avoidance.
I
had to actually tie up 2 of them. One of them is now standing on its own, but the other one is still
tied.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to take it off the tie as fast as
Happy anniversary, Big Turk. Heart, evening.
It's awesome, Big Turk.
Oh,
What's up, Heart?
you might as well let him through because he's going in no matter what. Them might back off. Dogs are trying to get to the back of the house where she's eating at. She don't want them begging.
But yeah, I'm trying to untie those plants as fast as you can because you don't want them to rely on what you're tying.
Yeah.
You want them to start to be on themselves. So I got a fan in there trying to whip it around in there to get the wind on it.
Usually if I'm tying mine up, it's because they done got too damn heavy and they ain't no getting back up. If I don't tie them up, they're going down.
I'm topping mine pretty quick here. I just want to top it and hopefully see what are going to be my females, because out of those plants, I'm only keeping 2 females.
Only keeping 2.
Yeah. So I'll figure out that, move it up to.
I only planned on having 2, and right now I got 2 biggest platinums asset I got from calf snake oil and the 2 grow off beans.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I only wanted 2 plants, but the biggest are regular seeds, so I figured I'd get a male, and it's looking like I got 2 females.
Yeah. Oh, that's always nice. That's always a good news to have.
Ollie!
Yeah.
Ollie!
We actually have yeah, Hart, did you want me to throw those pictures up to show to share? I could definitely do that. They're looking awesome. Hey, certified old guy.
Go!
Yeah, as soon as I get a response from Hart, and I'll see. I'll throw up some pictures of his plants. Okay.
That's the best it's gonna be. You're in charge of the dogs.
Yeah. Batman, go. Go. Oh, looky there.
So this is a grow. So this one's a grow. Is the geo or these grow offs?
I
Got
know
a
what
couple grow offs in here. Looking good.
Yeah, they're in the back. They're in the back there.
Yeah.
Right there where the arrows hit.
Yeah, there's that one. Is that a geo as well? Looks like geo.
I'm not sure.
Front left. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice work, man. And then yeah, top shot. Those are
Art,
really
they
cool,
looking
man.
good.
Now, Hard, you started yours earlier, right? Because you.
Yeah, that one there started about 2 weeks early.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's well over 30 days right there. He's already in flower, like week 2 of flower.
That's really nice. Nice work, dude. They were planted 13 days before. That's
yeah,
awesome.
they're about 40 days old. Yeah.
Dude, that's really good progress. Nice work, man. I like how. Let's go back here for a second. I just noticed this like this. I like the idea that you with the riser that you have in here to keep it out of the
bottom of the
stale water.
trays.
Nice work. I think that's a good idea.
Clean. Nice, clean and healthy.
Yeah, I think all the grow off plants should be on day 27 right now.
Yeah, or whatever behind us. Yeah.
Or I guess some people get them late. Is that what Mary's is at 18?
No, Mary's had one do a weird twisty thing and died or something.
Oh, I see.
Then she started again, so she's a little behind us.
I see. I was wondering. I was like, "What? How is it? How is yours at that day?"
You know, mine's 27 days old today. I hadn't even looked at them.
Oh, okay. You count them from when they come up.
Yeah, I start counting the day it pops the soil.
I see. Yeah. No.
It don't count if it's not a green and above soil.
Yeah, I'll the day that I stow the seed, I count, right? So I'll soak for 12 to 18 hours or what have you.
Yeah.
And then the day that seed goes into the soil, that's when I count it. It's in case people, I do that just so it's like a set day. So it's not on a variable day. So if people, I've had people ask me questions like, "Oh, what day is this and what is it?" Just so I can give them like a set amount, and then they can make their priority on top of that. So I always do a set day of when my seed hits the soil, when I count veg. So really, you might see a plant on my Instagram that's like, you see just the cotyledons, and it's one little thing sticking up, and it says day 7 and it's only been above for about 3 or 2 days. But I count it from the day that the seed went in the soil.
The day the seed hits the soil, okay. I don't until it pops out of the soil.
Oh yeah, and totally people do what they want to do on that, and I'm all for that. Just like with flour, some people don't like counting flour till they see pistil hairs. I like to count as soon as it hits my 12/12. They have that first night at 12/12. Day 1 flower is the day after that first night at 12/12. For me, just so I can, for communication with people, if they ever need to know, it's not on a. But that's why I like to say it that way, so it's a consistent. Because I've had seeds that pop up in 2 days, and I've had seeds that pop up in 8.
I've had 10 days seeds.
Yeah.
I've also had 24-hour seeds.
Right.
drop it in there and come home that evening, and the sumbitch is already sticking up with a shell on its head.
I hear you.
I mean, some of them just don't want to jump up very fast.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It totally depends on the genetics and the age of the seed. That's why I like using the kelp, because the gibberellic acids within these kelp extracts help germination of older seeds and overall stronger germination of
Yeah,
of the plant.
I use kelp in my soap when I soak it.
Yeah,
Bottle water.
that's it helps you.
A little bit of kelp and a little bit of peroxide and water. Let it soak for 12 hours. Throw it in root right. Boom. Usually within 24 hours of hitting that, it's up.
Yeah.
Galaxy, how you doing?
I've never personally done the peroxide and water for germination because it's always on the kelp. But I've heard people like Ed Rosenthal talk about it in speeches and stuff. So so there's people that I've heard talk.
I put a few drops in there, and I've had better success since I started doing it. So whether it's bro science or not, it works for me.
No. If someone like Ed is talking about it, it's something that works. It's something that's actually known. That's what I'm trying to say. Is it's not just lots of different ways to do it. What's going on? I'm reaching.
Yay, sort of.
A big time space. Yeah, I fly out actually in a month, and I'm going to be going to Edmonton. Oh yeah. Hold up, I got some pictures. Oh my email for pictures, and I actually have some more pictures. Hart sent me a couple more. Let's see what you got here. What are these ones that we're looking at? Art?
That one in the back, the smallest one, is the grow off plant. That's all I know for sure. Because he said it in chat a while ago.
Oh yes, because he has one. He had that other one that was kind of started.
Yeah.
And this one was started on the right time.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah,
they're looking good though.
Absolutely, and the same thing for keeping it out. That's looking good.
Yeah,
healthy, nice work.
My plants ain't very big, but that 5-gallon air pot is completely packed with roots and got tails coming out the bottom of it 6 inches long. The whole bottom of the air pot.
Yeah, no, those are looking really nice, man. I know we're going to be getting some pictures in from, Mean Turpy. Asked for my email. So getting some of those in soon. And if
good pictures going, we'll be showing on Fridays and Sundays and whenever.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, for the grow up. Because you guys are doing that on the Fridays.
Fridays and Sunday mornings.
Nice.
And every now and then there's a pop-up.
Right. That's of course. There it is. How's it going, Casey?
Yeah. I need to look at something.
Motley, what's going on, man? Here, I'm gonna. This is currently where one of my grows is right now. I think I showed you guys this one in the backstage. It's where my guava mescal is sitting. And so this is in a spider fiber 2 by.
My leg.
Oh, never mind. Let's throw you up here.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay. I thought I'd show you what I got. Yeah,
Nice.
I don't normally count them until they come above ground. So
Yeah.
This one here though was a late plant because I had a couple that weren't coming up. They did finally come up. So they were really, really slow. They were kind of drowning. So they're at 18 days. This one's in a 3-gallon fabric pot. So they're very small. But they're very healthy though.
They're healthy. Those are looking good.
They're healthy.
Yeah, really healthy. I mean, I'm really happy with how they look. They don't like the change. They're in a different tent now. So they're like curling up a little bit with the light. I noticed the leaves weren't really happy, so they've got to get adjusted. So I have 2 in 5-gallon, the open root pot, and then the fabric, and then the 1 in 3-gallon. And then the one I had in cocoa died.
Oh no.
Good all. This one was planted the same day. This one is a humble strawberry cheesecake. So and it came up like it was supposed to. So I'm imagining this all for both that one. You know, and then I had problems with this Westport posse too. I had 2 of these and I lost one of them. So
Your plants are looking very healthy though.
thank you. Thanks. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna just show you the genetic girls.
And just so you know, with the grow up, I had 1 seed that came up fast, and then the other 2 took took a while to come out as well. So I actually noticed there was one couple that were definitely slower.
Well, the one that died that was in the cocoa was the one with the knot on the root too. But just over here, I'll just show you guys some flower stuff I have. These are auto flowers. Panturana. It's lovely. It's algebra genetics. I have a Mephisto Mango Smile. He's
Those
very
look nice.
I'm like working with some supplemental lighting now. And I've got a strawberry GMO from Outcast Genetics. And then I'll show you my circle code.
Oh, sorry.
So I have 2 here that are precursor genetics. One is called the Kyber Cookies. Hey, John.
Hey, how you doing, Mary?
All right.
Looking nice in there.
Thank you. These autos are nice. I like this one. She's called Peach Amadilla. She's been really hungry too, kind of like that Mephisto. I couldn't really keep up.
Yes,
And then I have these ones here that are day 32 auto flowers. I didn't stop them, but I did remove some fan leaves and just started kind of working with them a little bit. Like the smaller ones.
That one looks like it's gonna be chunky. Yeah.
That one, what is this one? I forgot. Oh, that's a Mephisto too. It's a sour stomper and grape crinkleberry.
Oh. That's
And that one right there is called Hindu by Hummingbird Hills. And then I have I'm in another grow off on Discord.
Oh yeah.
Like going up against one person, and these ones are, I want to say like 9 or 10 days old autoflowers. But yep, that's my garden. That's all I got growing on.
That's looking really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. They're healthy. I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
happy with them. I flushed these ones
nice and green.
today because they're just kind of. I figured they're gonna go into pre-flower here in a minute, so I tried to flush some of the salts through with like a high cleaning and some pH water and just ran it. So then I'm gonna start switching them over probably pretty soon. I've got a.
And you're in soil or cocoa?
These are soil, yeah.
Soil. Okay. I've never tried that. I need to try that, flushing them out and then switching. Yeah, switching maybe a little bit.
Well, I started using the Floraflex, and I just figured it would be better.
Okay, I got you.
I'm gonna hop off. I just wanted to say hi.
Yeah,
Show you guys the garden, so and I'll do the chat.
really healthy. What's up, man?
What's up? I like that they're typing and stuff. I was like, ah, shit.
Yeah.
I always love it when that happens. Yeah, I'm always. It's on me.
Click.
I was like, hey guys.
It was on me the other night.
Right.
It always happens to me, and I'm like, yeah.
It happens to all of us. More pizza in there.
Huh?
There's more pizza in there.
I don't want it anymore.
Was it good?
It was kind of good.
I'll get the square ones next time.
Yeah. I ate it.
How's it going, man? Hope you're having a good night.
Okay.
Let's get there. I had to take a nap, man. I did
Love
a
it
tattoo
too.
for 6.5 hours.
Oh, nice.
I think I got ranch on the ranch.
So I just wanted to
I'm going there.
show off these grow docs, man.
Yeah, man. Let's see what you got going.
Nice plant.
Man, I've been wondering about them too. Everybody keeps saying, talking about
That's
them.
really cool.
So I topped it here. And then, Matt, I tried to move my leaves to, kind of bend them down a little. And it split in half.
Where?
I don't know if you can see it very well. Right in the middle of the two. Right in the middle of the two.
Oh,
grow.
yeah.
It split in half, but they didn't hurt anything. They're growing good.
Yeah.
I just topped these two now. The two that's coming up, I just topped those today.
Totally. And if it splits in half or causing an issue, like that's such a small one, you'll probably be totally fine. But even later on, just add a little tape onto it, keep it sealed, and you'll be able to take the tape off like in a few weeks later on, and it will be totally sealed over. I always do the same.
It
Oh,
split.
oh.
It split about a week ago, so it's actually. It looks like it's all solid again, like it healed itself. You know what I mean? It like split straight in the middle, like maybe about that far. It didn't come in half or nothing. I threw a little bit of cinnamon on it, and I did tape it the first day, but I took the tape off because I didn't want people to see my tape.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's just I've actually done that more times than not. Like, especially doing the scrogging and bringing a bigger plant into that and trying to bring it down. I've split so many of my plants like directly in half, like from the middle, and just like tape that shit up, and it's totally good to go.
That's happened recently.
But
Before where I wired one side down and pulled the other one, it's like, oh, and it gave real good, and I'm like, whoa, it gave you real easy. And then look, it's all split.
All of a sudden it moves real easy. Like, oh shit.
the one I have in my earth box, Matt, I was trying to be super special and do all kinds of shit to it, man, and ended up getting some kind of lockout because I fed it on day 8. I knew better. I was just trying to get a jump. So now it looks pitiful, man. The bottom 4 leaves are almost all the way yellow.
All right, Eric. Let's
So
get you.
it's got a lockout?
We got it's got some kind of lockout.
All right, we got your.
Oh, man.
Eric's muted.
You go inside, I go outside.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Oh, dang. Yeah, that one's nice.
Looks like that one just exploded with tops.
Yeah,
Still got a few more weeks of edge left.
That's doing really nice, man.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a monster.
What sort
And
of
there's-
training did you do with that?
I like to see the ends out.
I just flattened it out and tabletopped it.
Yeah. That worked.
And then there's the autos.
Looks like that one's starting to bud already. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Yeah, right. Piece of shit. Well, I'd lose it.
What's up, Wes?
Yeah, that's
Right.
very
What
nice.
what
right
strain's
there.
that?
This is OG Kush Photo.
Good genetics.
Yeah, you got you counted them at all?
Do what?
Have you counted how many tops you got there at all?
No, not yet, but I mean, yeah, there's a ton.
There's a shitload.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do this grow. Yeah, I'm gonna get an Ortiz 20.
Right?
Jimmy John.
That's a lot of chiropractic right there. There's a lot of bending them over.
Yeah, it's a lot of it. They're working. Man, that's a good job, man. That's gonna turn out nice.
Yeah, it is.
I'm pretty stoked out for it. That's why I got the 2 trellis nuts, one for scrog and then one for trellising.
He's gonna be, yeah, he feel like, man, he'll fill up a 4-1 plan.
That's the plan.
I got one right now, boy. It looks good. I wish I could show it. I got all my shit for it.
I had to get that picked up real quick before I forgot. I wonder if there's still enough light outside to get out there. Oh, well, never mind. They're in the garage right now because it's getting ready to storm.
Yeah, we need the rain. We need the rain. There's that red light room.
Oh, awesome.
Oh yeah. Hey Wesley.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we had to bring him inside. It was getting ready to storm, so.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nice. Woo.
No shit.
Looking great.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm ready to go. Yeah, getting ready to hang out.
Jump.
There we go.
Reach
That-
out. Jump.
That's
Jump.
me standing all the way up with my arm all the way up.
Dang.
You jump. You can jump that high. I know you got it.
Upstate. Damn.
We know you're on your, yeah, you know you would have
I got little legs, anyways.
said no, yeah, I'm like, man. I'm
The
only
one that wasn't budding is almost as tall as that one.
It started to bud now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. What kind of? You just got your garage light on?
Yeah, I just turned it on to show you guys.
Gotcha. Oh,
I
it's
didn't,
nighttime.
You're looking nice. Good job. I like that.
I got I got the yard cleaned up as much as possible.
You did a lot of work there, kid.
I still got all this brush I got to get rid of.
Oh, nice.
But other than that,
Turn it into
Now-
a Hugo mound, Hugo culture, and growing it.
Now we get a full 12, 13 hours of sun
Very nice.
all the way through. Now that I got that cleared out, we're going to call somebody on this one. I'm not chopping that down onto the house. And then those I got to talk to the neighbor about because they're going to have to fall in his yard. But parents cut down most of the sunflowers, unfortunately.
That's one thing you gotta be careful of when you're chopping on trees.
Yeah. Well, nothing got anywhere near over here, thankfully. I mean, I did snap a neighbor's tree, but they were pretty happy about it.
Right.
They were like, well, I was going to see if you would actually take that down for me. I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that looks good, buddy.
Yeah, like I said, we still got a little bit more because let me see if I can walk down here without getting stung by something. Because they have their garden, and now their garden gets full sun over there.
Nice. Is that trees?
Yeah, this is all a tree that I cut down right here.
I'm talking about your neighbor. Is that a tree garden?
Oh, yeah. No, that's their sunflower, corn,
Gotcha.
and a couple other things. So they're pretty happy to have some extra hours of sunlight now for sure.
Right. Yeah, 'cause the ones that got past those trees that blocked it out on their side too, huh?
Oh, yeah. And it's like they were missing out on, I think, like 6 or 7 hours of sunlight over there.
Very nice.
So now they've got all the sunlight they need for next year and the years coming.
Yeah, you did a lot of work out there, kid.
I still got a lot more to go, brother. It's been hot the past few days, so luckily this weekend and the next week it's going to be cooler, so I'll be able to take care of the rest of the yard. I'll be able to take care of the rest of these trees next week.
Yep, work smart.
Hell yeah, it looks like you got a lot of room. Yeah.
Yeah, now that all that's cleaned up, I went through with the rake, got all the little stuff out.
Next year, have a big old grow back there.
Yeah, that's the main idea because we're gonna talk with the neighbors and see if we can clear out all of this back corner also, because all of that's gonna have to fall onto their property in order to do that. Plus the what is that? The spillway over here.
Get some vegetables in there, do a trade. That's what I do. You're like, hey, I'll give you a little bit.
Right. So they'll be like, hey, you cut this, I got some harvest coming.
Cut my harvest, I'll give you some.
Right. I'm hoping for at least a pound or more off of that OG, so
That helps me.
it's working on its way, that's for damn sure. I think we're at 40, I want to say 44, 45 days. Or no, wait. 2 more days. Today's 40. Today's 47. So
I'm going to start getting stinky.
it's well, come over here to the old exhaust, and yeah, you can smell it pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's getting stinky around that time.
Yeah.
It's like you walk down my building, that's the same way. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like every single stem or every single leaf stem is fuzzy as hell in there, so it's looking nice.
That's awesome. Nice work.
Few big purple stems here and there, which are looking all right. But they've been coming out purple ever since I started the thing, so
I get purple still too sometimes. I think it's some of the light. You know, I turn the light up pretty hot sometimes.
I can't remember what it is, but I'm waiting for them purple lemonades to come out looking real nice.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm gonna jump back in the chat and let somebody else show the grow off.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody.
It looks awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I need to jump off here as well. It's that time. Get the kid ready for bed for school. Y'all have a great night, everybody.
Yeah, peace out, Coyote.
Have a great night.
Peace, brother.
I was gonna say, damn, the school starts early down there. Not even Labor Day yet. What's up,
Hello,
Stagger?
everyone.
How you doing, Julian? Hope you're well.
Yeah,
Donut Bros.
it's real hot over here.
How's it going, grown up?
I wanted to show Mary. I popped the beans Mary gave me.
I got you.
This is thought she'd like to see that. I got all five of them up. This one's pretty much the best one, but this is Seed Junkie and In-House Genetics, Goliath Hellfire, and London Mints.
Nice.
Well, good luck with that one.
Right, I got 5. They're all regs, so we're hoping for the best, you know. But they're doing good, Mary. Thank you very much.
That's awesome, man.
Yep, like I said, it was blast the meter, man.
All right, Julian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a chunky one in the back there. Nice.
Yeah, so the Godzilla cookies, that's how I got written down here. Okay. The big one, the Godzilla cookies, is day 73. Yeah, day 73. The Immortal is day 55. I just swazzied it a little bit. Just took off all the leaves and did some lollipopping, try and clean it up. It's like starting its official flowering now, so that's my next thing I gotta really just watch.
I like the pipe cleaners. It looks
And
familiar.
then, yeah, you gave me that idea.
Yeah, it looks
I was like, that's a beautiful idea.
Right.
These here are my testers from Yield Source. Yeah, these are Nightmare Comet.
Nice.
And let's have a look. They are at day 25 already. So yeah, day 25. Looking really good. I just topped this one. My first ever order I've ever topped. I thought, fuck it, I'm going to top it. I just did that yesterday. So I thought being early enough, I might as well try it. And I'll try it in the big pot because at least it's got more room for the taproot before it even touches anything. So we'll get some good veg time on that topping. First time topping an auto. I would never have topped an auto. I was like, yeah, I've got enough of them. Let's try it. I want to take this so I can get you close.
It's about timing.
And show you.
For topping autos, it's about timing.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you
Oh,
do
that's
it.
why I did it nice and early.
Yeah, no, that's the right way to do it.
They're just starting to show pistols now. Like 6 pistols, just showing their 6.
Yes. Wait. Yeah, oh, you're getting pistols on them right now?
Well, not pistols, but just showing 6. It was just showing little white hairs is just starting to come up, like where the Kalexes do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
but
not inside the tops, just like showing 6.
Sex.
Right.
There we go. Showing sex.
Yeah. And this is my photo area.
Looks
I got
good,
my
buddy.
spaz port. That spaz port there is, I don't know if they've got, hang on. All right, so this here is 15 days old. That's all right. It's a photo, and these are all photos. This here is my copycat, my tropical burst. I topped it about 5 days ago.
Nice.
So it's really healthy.
Good.
And I did some sort of training to it. I don't know what I was doing. I think I have to try again. Try again. And
sometimes it don't hold them over. It just pulls them right back out of the ground.
Exactly. And this is a nana that I got off.
What are you pHing at? What are you feeding?
I've got a regiment, Goliath, I think it's called. I'll have to show you. It's I got like base and then other stuff. This is I think this one's a little bit older. It's looking great. I took off all the top things to let everything else grow, and
Dad's bro. Hope you're doing well.
So yeah,
looks like there's a little bit of deficiency there.
Yeah, he said you're having a calcium problem on your plants, so that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I've got to repot them, and this is all old dirt, so that's my problem. I'm getting some new dirt coming up. I've given up on the re-veg here. I'm going to just flower it, I think. I want it healthy before I flower it, so I'm going to get some worm castings, some new compost, all that sort of stuff, and then I can repot them into some good dirt. Because it's like $160 to make up all the organic dirt I've got to do, so it's a bit of a thing. This is my unicorn that I had. I tried to re-veg it. I don't think it's taking at the moment, but it's stretching. Like
it will take a month or two at that size to start putting out anything. So we just have to take your time for that one. But I'm more concerned about your deficiencies in your other leaves. That one you're doing fine. The one that's right below you is actually okay. Not that one, but that one. Oh, I can even see a little bit too on that one. So that's why I'm wondering what you're.
I think it's too much potassium in the stuff I did. I think. I don't know. I think it could be too much potassium. I'll show you what I think.
If you have my email, you should send me what you feed so I can kind of look at it. Oh.
Everybody, Matt's email's down there in the chat. He'll set your feet up for you.
I just put out my email earlier because somebody asked for it, but it's attached to my page.
I checked out that Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, nice.
That, guys.
Oh, good.
It is.
What do you think? Sorry about that.
It is definitely like a sad place to look at grows being broke down.
I told you, Wes. That's all it is. You can tell it's just people tearing stuff apart because they couldn't.
I use stuff like this, Matt.
Goliath.
It's like, it's Goliath, and there's the base. There's part A, part B, which is the Eve, and then there's the Lush, which I don't even know the NPK ratios. I did originally find out and write them on this. 043 for the NPK, and that's for the Eve.
They're not written on the bottle?
Then, I had to write them on it. And then 301. See, so they're not high numbers. And then I use top-ups of this until they go into flower. And then I stop. And I keep this up the whole way through. Whoop.
Where's the seaweed?
Seaweed and concrete. Dang.
Some good shit right there, boy.
Yeah.
Some good shit.
So and then there's this stuff I'm gonna start using now. It's the Heavenly Harvest. It says on it to add in the last stages of bloom. So I've got like a few weeks left, like at least 2 weeks on the Godzilla. So like it's drinking every day, 2 liters every day. So, well, nearly every day. So I am gonna start giving it that Heavenly Harvest. And because I've been giving it this, like it says on the recipe to give, which is the rapture towards the end, which is what I think's caused the fade in the leaves. And it causes all this like sticky stuff. So it's quite sticky. But yeah, for a touch base and show you all, I've just got basically autos going. So
Yeah, looking good.
Yeah, my autos-
That is looking nice and healthy in there.
my autos are, but it's my photos because my photos are all in old dirt. Yeah, I'm hooked up. Okay. Yeah, they're all in old dirt. So it's because they're in old dirt that they got this deficiency, and you can see how white the dirt is. It's got like heaps of potassium or something powdered that I brought. I put some into my dirt, and as it dries, you can see all the white powder in it. So I think I added too much, and that's what's caused it, like a burn. I'm guessing.
Very possible.
But considering I've still got good growth, because these nanas are 36 days old.
Yeah.
So, and these are for Christmas, so I've topped that one too, as you can see. So I'll have a couple of good plants for Christmas time. This here, the tropical burst, is what I'm entering in the ICANN Winter Cup for the frost. So I'm hoping I got some frosty buds on this.
Nope.
All right, I'll jump off and let you guys chat, and I'll hang around in the chat.
You're looking good, man. Look, I like your autos are looking good, and it sounds like you're on the right track with your photos. So nice work.
Yeah, thanks. I'll definitely email you my feeding regimen so that you can tell me if it's wrong, because
and also what's also in the medium too, right? You said it's old soil, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I have to take into account it's synganic.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Wesley also because you have that soil base and adding that, he's very, very knowledgeable on that too.
Okay.
Yeah, without a test, once it's out of whack, it's so hard to guess it back in.
Right.
I don't know if you can reach out to a soil test place and send a soil sample in.
Find out.
I would take all your soil and mix it into a pile, and then take from that pile and then re-amend the pile and then get the soil back into rotation.
Yeah. Rather than just recycle it all, you're talking about amend what I need when I need it.
No, I'm saying take everything that you have, put it into a pile, mix it all up, and then take a sample, send that to the lab, get an analysis. They'll send you a mineral kit. You put it on the pile, mix it in real good, and then you can take from that pile because you'll know that it's balanced nutritionally. And you're not paying to get one pot. No, that's why you do a bigger pile at once. Or buy some bag soil and then take all your old soil, mix it all into a pile so you get a bigger one, and then do it. I think the soil tests are like $30, $50.
Oh, yeah. That's all right.
And then the mineral kit's probably like $15 because it's targeted. You're not buying random all-purpose or high phos. They're just going to send you a little bit of powder that balances all your iron, calcium, the whole deal and all the levels that they should be.
Makes sense.
Yeah, if you can get a sample to a university and they can just give you the mineral report, you can call like Bryant Mason, the soil doctor, and you can do it all online. Like he can look at your soil test and give you the numbers from like a phone conversation. Like if you can't find anybody local to tell you what you need from that report, you can find people online that'll help you out.
See, the slurry test, I thought about doing a slurry test.
Oh, it's only going to tell you like EC. It's not going to tell you what's
What
on it.
minerals?
Is this a soil that you plan to continuously use as a regenerative soil though? Do you want to put the time and effort into it? Okay, then I would definitely follow exactly what Wesley's talking about. But if it's stuff that you're not planning on keeping,
A whole container full that every time when I get done, like my pots, I'll tip the whole thing back in, rip all the roots out, spend about an hour cleaning it and stuff, and then let it sit. And then sometimes I'll add stuff to it, like a new bag of compost. So I'm going to get some more perlite. I need some more worm castings. So amending the whole lot, like Wesley was just saying, putting it all together. And I think this test thing's a good idea because I definitely feel like I've overdone it on this stuff. I added that back for my dirt when I was in flower for that pound I pulled out, but then I feel like there's still way too much of it in my dirt, and I feel like that's what's causing because until I use this to try and help my buds, I never had an issue with my soil at all. It was always fine.
Yeah.
I would do what Wesley said mentioned if you want to keep using the same soil, because then you know what to add and what not to add, because you might just think that this sounds like it's going to be good for your soil and you overdo it with something and not have enough and throw the balance off. What he's telling you is going to help adjust the balance of your soil. I think that might be where the issue is. You might be way out of balance right now.
Yeah. Well, and the problem is when you get out of balance and you get into excesses is that you might have like taken it too far on something where it's going to take too long to get it back, or it's way too far off. You can't add enough of the other things without raising that one thing up even more, and it's always going to be a problem. So there's times when you've got to like put it in the yard and call it a day. But that's what the test is for. You know, you're not just blind flying. Some people can get away with it, and then some people need like I needed data. Like I got so heavy-handed on things that I needed to like recalibrate on normal amounts and like what was what, and kind of find out like what my practices did on numbers on a soil test. So then I could like say, okay, that product wasn't probably great to be throwing down too much of. Like I thought it was good. But I will like shout out to Homie Grows. Like he has phenomenal gardens every time consistently, and he does, you know, a few boxes of the down to earth, and he gets great results.
Yeah, I've tried that. Yeah, with the down to earth. Yeah, I either got the tomato and the rose one, you know, because it has all of it in there, and you can just dump it in. Don't even have to worry about feeding or nothing. Just let it sit.
You reuse your soil too, don't you, John?
Huh? No.
You reuse you don't reuse?
I've never used any salts before.
No, you reuse your soil, right?
Yeah, I was reusing my soil, yeah, and I would dump like 4 or 5 cups of that rose bloom that Wesley was talking about.
Yeah.
Because they have all that ingredient, you know, if you buy the tomato, the one with the tomato on the box, or the one with the rose, it has the, you know, all of it in it. So I just used it and dumped it in there, worm castings, and reused it.
That's what I was thinking about doing, getting one of those pipes.
Outdoors, you know, I've never tried it indoors, but it takes a while for that to break down. But yeah, if you put, like Wes was saying, you put it in there early, let it break down, then use it. Yeah, it's better.
I'm going to look into the testing stuff. So that's my goal. I'm going to see, because I'm in NZ, so I don't even know if I can get it done through my horticultural district here. Don't know. I'm going to look into it now. So that could be my avenue. So I'll get back to you next time on that.
I would think you'd be able to, like, even if you can't say it's for cannabis, say it's for tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Because you guys are growing food, so they're obviously somebody's doing soil tests.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off. Better as a viewer.
Awesome. It's awesome to see you.
Cheers, guys. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I know, it's great advice, especially for someone who wants to reuse their soil. I always try to make sure I ask that question before going deep, because it can cost a little bit to keep your soil going. Because you had your no-till beds for a while, didn't you? I remember that.
Yeah, the West I did it, and my outdoors was like that, and I'd have to re-amend it every year because I use the same soil, and that's what we did.
Right, and you
pull
reuse
the roots out, and that was throw some of that in there and just let her go again. Worm castings, add microbes, and then you're done. You just water.
Yeah, it's fairly easy to get 3-4 runs out of a soil with some amending, and then after that is where you get into the nuanced problems. You've used up a lot of your calcium, your iron levels are low. A bunch of trace minerals, obviously nitrogen levels.
And see, I tried, and like we've talked about this before too. I've tried CalMag, and I've kind of burnt my plants because my water, it comes out that well, and when I get it tested, it's got cal magnesium already in it. So I was like, oh, no wonder.
It's utilizing the calcium. A lot of people
have.
I always talk about the effects of using amino acids. It's what helps open up the ion channels in your plant for the calcium uptake. Many people have enough. You have enough calcium in your tap water most of the time, right? Most people don't know that you don't need to add CalMag to your plant. You need to make sure that you utilize the uptake of your calcium by chelating it with aminos.
Yeah, because I got exactly what you told me to get, and that's what I got, and that's what I've been using. Yeah.
Well, you have enough of it in your water. You might as well. You don't need to add any more.
Yeah. I've been noticing a big difference, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that was big. I mean, that was before I moved and had my garden. That was one of the biggest things I was dealing with, is I wasn't binding my hard water to anything, and it was throwing everything out of whack.
Right. Yeah. Everybody's water is different, so it's like, I can't really, mine comes out the tap at like 7.2, and then it reads, I think, 250 ppm. And that's pretty much. And like I said, man, I have to run vinegar through my pipes, about every 2 months just to get the calcium out of the line, so.
Well, because that's exactly what most of that ppm is calcium carbonate in your water.
Right. Calcium, lime, rust.
Especially if you're running off of the well, this is going to be a lot of that.
Yeah, and the humic acid, down there, old calf snake oil, I've tried that. I like that too, the humic acid.
Yeah, humic.
Yeah, that 5-to-2 ratio of Virginia Tech was the people that found that one.
Because I've been using my bell pepper. I'm trying something with them bell peppers, because I got a whole bunch of them, and I had some that came off, and I know I can get the humic acid out of those bell peppers, so I'm trying to brew something up. I don't know. I'm going to try one plant.
Harley Smith teaches it, but he makes sure he credits Virginia Tech for the study.
Hey,
Harley Smith was the amino acids. He did a lot of the stuff on the amino acids for the calcium uptake. Sorry to cut you off
Gotta get
there,
out.
Big Time.
You're right. I just wanted to say I knew you guys were in a conversation. My daughter
Yeah.
just called, man, and I got to pick her up. You know what happens when you got more than 5 kids, you know.
I hear you, man.
But I
You have a great night.
appreciate you. I'm gonna stay in chat. I'll catch up with you, Wesley, OGC, panel. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. See ya.
Yeah, peace out, man. Have a good night, man.
So I found on Facebook Marketplace a guy with a stash of 630 double ends HPSs.
Really?
And I'm going to be buying some because
Yeah,
I'm gonna be buying the sour diesel cut, the AJ cut, and those plants, they were selected under HPSs, and so you're just not going to get the same sour diesel that everyone remembers under LEDs. And I think that's a big topic that's going around right now, that every old school head who remembers sour D says that the sour D just isn't the same. And I agree. And I've been looking for those 630s. They stopped making those a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, it's really hard. I'm pretty sure a lot of people lost original cultivars when hops went through all the facilities. Because they had to lose a lot of plants due to that wave. 70% of all facilities were affected.
Yeah,
I remember one
not
point.
even just that, but the fires in California took out like Subcool's house and all of his seed collections before he moved to Arizona. That's what brought him to Arizona.
Oh, really?
And I know other breeders and other, nurseries, and yeah, just took out the genetics one foul swoop. Besides
That's
all
right.
the sickness that's plagued everything for sure.
That's right. Wasn't there a fire that went right through the Emerald Triangle?
Yep. Yeah, burnt down Sub's house. You can go on, I think, Subcool 420, his YouTube channel, and he uploaded all the videos of getting back up there. And I mean, it was ash. Everything was soot.
Mm-hmm.
And he talks about all the genetics that he lost and how like a bunch of people helped him out and got things back to him. But I mean, there's things that didn't get popped that were in storage for a reason. Yeah, I think he had a fireproof safe, and that even got toasted.
Really? Well, the amount of fuel that happens during a forest fire, things get real hot. I remember seeing some of the pictures of what happens to some of the cities that have been happening lately with the forest fires, and you can see like metal that normally doesn't melt.
Yeah, well, that's where like the conspiracy lies about the whole thing, is that it wasn't forest fires, because porcelain doesn't melt at forest fire temperatures, and cars and metal and like trees were left perfectly fine.
Oh, and trees were left fine. Yes, he did.
Yeah, things with like electronics and metal were more affected and vaporized than wood structures for the most part. Which makes you think, like, what can do that? It's kind of a rhetorical question. Directed energy weapons can. Microwave frequency weapons. But we don't need to make it that kind of show.
Sometimes sometimes the wind moves so fast in the fire, though, that you can have a patch here and a patch here, and the fire moves so fast it can whip past this whole area and then burn over here because it slows down suddenly.
Oh, damn.
But it's rarely it happens. It does, like, it. So you see it on sometimes, but
yeah, here, man, you just look out and you see the glow, and it's just been moving across.
But we're talking nature, right? So it's still gonna have a rather large. It would be like a river, kind of a fire river in a way, right? So it'd be like an imprint would be much larger than the size of a street. It would be burning. It can't burn that precisely, not with the wind, I don't believe. But you can see how it can whip past these spots.
Well, the wind is so directional that.
Yeah.
And, have you ever noticed, like, after a fire is blown through, you know, how the grass is way greener, you know? There has to be something on there.
There's actually this like species that don't grow until a fire has come and like produced a certain chemical and did a certain thing.
It's how the forest naturally produces its own potash. That's you're recycling potash back into the forest. It needs to happen. Without a forest fire in an area every so many years, I don't know the science behind it, but there's a certain life cycle period that it has to happen for that to be replenished, or the area will slowly die off. It needs to actually happen for it to get the potash back into the soil.
Because I've looked at a lot of the ingredients on stuff, nutrients and stuff online, you know, and just looked at the ingredients, and there's a lot of ingredients that have got potash in it, you know, and it's like,
Potassium sulfate.
Okay, that's what. Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Thanks, man.
No problem. It's two macronutrients.
Yeah, it's always teaching me something, y'all. I know what to say, but I just can't figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, within reason. We're talking when nature does it. We're not talking about somebody throwing a cigarette butt outside their window or somebody having a campfire and passing out. Right? We're talking about nature doing it on its own,
replenishing itself. Yeah, that's
our neighbors' fireworks.
Exactly, and that's been the cause of so many fires.
Well, and like too, you know, like you're saying, Matt, nature. There's a lot of farmers out here that they burn hundreds and hundreds of acres, just to let it grow back, because it grows back so much thicker and fuller for the cattle to eat. You know, so
it's because they're doing a potash treatment. Basically, they're growing it, burning it back in.
Sense now, yeah. So it's like, okay.
That's a cool fucking idea, though. After you saying that, me knowing the science. And then you saying that, I'm like, that makes a shitload of sense too. And that's cool that they do that.
Well, cause see, I saved my potash out of my little chimney back here, where I burn all my scrap weed that I throw away, you know, all my stalk and shit. I burn it out here, and it's got lava rock in the bottom of it. Yeah. And then I'll get those little granules with the ash in it, and I throw it in my pots too. So I didn't know, you know, and it really seems to help.
For sure. Yeah, I remember you did a whole video with the chimenea, with you making the potash.
Yeah, I remember checking that back. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, it's lava rock.
Yeah, sifting it.
And I threw it in my pots, and yeah.
Oh, nice, Cav. That's a good one to make. Would that be similar to what Coyote did, where he like squeezed out his the filter for all those koi fish that he had in the pond?
Yeah, it's like that. You know, that bottle. You know, the stuff they call that. What is that fish shit that people buy?
Yeah,
that stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much what he made of his own. Yeah.
But that's not
to grow his plants, so it had microbes in it, and it had all, you know.
So what Cav was saying, there's a few more steps that go into that process to get to where.
I mean, he's pretty much just fermenting it.
Add the microbes to break
sugar,
it down.
brown sugar.
Okay.
and it takes about a year to break down, and it just turns into a liquid black fish amino acid, high nitrogen, full amino complex.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, when I'm growing outside and I make those barrels of stuff, with the
So it
grass
throws
in,
some lactose bacillus in it.
I put my ppm meter in there, and it's so high it can't even read it, man. It just line. It's just, I'm like, damn. So I bust it down. I have to water it down.
What bacteria did you say was in that?
Lactose bacillus, so like sauerkraut or curdled milk.
Oh, I see.
Oh. Uh-huh.
The whey, curds and whey, Miss Muppet.
Uh-huh.
So I understand. So lactose mean bacteria of milk.
Yeah. Any bacillus like sauerkraut is using the same microbes from the air, and any fermentation is some kind of lacto.
I see.
They call it labs, LABS, in the natural farming world.
Yeah.
Because there's microbes all around in nature. You can find them everywhere. Especially in
you do a 5-gallon bucket, that'll last you 10 years at least.
Yeah. That bucket.
Yeah, the dilution rate is like 1 to 1,000.
Oh, dang. Yeah, that would last a while.
Yeah, like you make a 5-gallon bucket and it's like a tablespoon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Some hot stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blue-green algae. Photosynthetic bacteria, non-purple, non-sulfur bacteria. Which helps photosynthesis. It actually like increases nutrient absorption, helps with photosynthetic properties. Cav, he's talking about blue-green algae.
Well, yeah, it's
3 ml per gallon.
Yeah.
Doesn't it capture nitrogen from the atmosphere? Isn't that one of the things that it does?
It does, yeah. That's actually the microbe that attaches to the root and creates nitrogen cycling. Like without purple non-sulfur bacteria, you don't get that.
That's like a
nitrogen rate.
Yeah, like a mycelium.
You can create the nodules on the root.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I remember that one. As soon as we were talking about the blue-green algae, I remember that one in the courses they were talking. I can't remember if it was Harley's or if it was Bugbees, but it was one of them. They were talking about the capture from the atmosphere because 60% of what we breathe is nitrogen.
Right. When you have healthy microbes on your plants, they actually can take nitrogen out of the air. Like there's bacteria on your plant. It's taking it in and delivering it to the stomatas and to the the foliar spray area. The plant can take it all in this. That was a crazy concept when I first heard that. Like, what do you mean the plants can suck off the air?
Right. Yeah. But then and you realize what the composition of air is, and it makes sense.
So what's the link used for coming up? Show you grow. Well, so Dad's 10. Oh wait, no, that was Cav. But Dad's 10 was asking if Moonwater uses does use amendments like all the top dressing, and he says it works for him. You can't farm that intensively and like push the yields like that and custom plants and not expect to like be. You got to push the nutrients to get that.
Potassium is one of them. Potassium is one that you're gonna push to deficient levels, depending how big your plant is. If it's big, you're gonna really need it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's why I like the Organics Alive, where it's carbon based, where you can push them, store it, and it's never gonna be antagonistic to your soil.
Yeah.
And you can get all that. You can be on top of it. You can really hammer them when they need it, and then they're gonna choose like, oh, I bulked up. I'm gonna put that back over here, and it's never like too green of a plant at the end of harvest. It's perfect. So that's a great thing for
Matt.
Hey, what's up, man?
15 Matt's.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna go downstairs. Just give me 1 second. I just had to make sure this. I'm outside smoking a cigarette. I'm gonna go downstairs. I think the girl's gonna go to sleep here real quick, but I'll show you guys real quick.
Sounds good.
My buddy, we pop smoke. He's new and he's just, you know what I mean. He's scared, but this is where we grow, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But I'm on my way down right now. Hold up. Can I just do it from my phone or what?
Yeah, you do it that way. You could on StreamYard, if you've used it before, you can flip it or you go to the camera settings and you can go from your rear camera if you want to. Or you can just turn it around. That works.
Let's see here. We'll get them open real quick. Actually, let's go out and that way. All right. All right, you can see me now. So what do I do? Just flip it around?
Or you can go into your phone settings and you can go to camera settings. From on the StreamYard, and you can go to your reverse camera or your rear camera, I should say.
If I show it like that, can you see it?
That works fine. Here we go.
All right. You just tell me when to go.
No, yeah.
All right, this one right here is a purple punch. This is grown in the Grow Peaceful all-in-one bucket. It's an autoflower bucket. It comes with all the nutrients in it. And this girl is 55 days old from seed. So I don't know how much longer she's got. She's looking pretty good. I've never grown an autoflower before in my life.
She's got time. She's got time on her. A lot of the times, I like to always still give plants their regular flowering time once they go into flower. So I'd still say whenever she wanted to flower, still count 8 to 10 weeks from that point. Just check her trichomes. Your trichomes will tell you as well.
Right. So she started going into flower, I want to say around day 28. We're at day 55. It says It says 9 weeks for flowering time. So I'm figuring in between, I don't know, 75, 85 days. So I figure I still got about another month left.
Yeah, 9 weeks, so 63 plus. You went in there at 28. So.
At 28, so what? Maybe 90 days.
Yep.
So this is the Purple Punch. This is by 420 Fast Buds, but it's grown in, like I said, the all-in-one bucket. I'm sponsored by these guys. If you guys have never tried them, you guys can save 10% by code man down. It's amazing, honestly. For my first little, I guess, autoflower.
You get like a bucket. You get like a bucket in the mail, and it's just like add water, go.
Yeah, that's all you have to do is add water. pH it down. I've pH'd this down to 6.5 the entire time. But I trained this girl out with bud clips, and I've like really pushed her. So I kind of went through the nutrients a little bit. So what I did is I ended up just adding 3 scoops of 284 Gaia Green dry amendments. And that's been breaking down in the last 10 days or so. And she is like really starting to smell just freaking. I've never seen a flower they're sick.
Yeah, you can see the purple for sure coming out on them. That was really cool. And you can tell it's genetics too, because everything else is still green. But you're gonna get a lot of filling in over the next few weeks. So that's where your filling is gonna come in.
Yeah, like with the buds, see, because they're not even hard. So that's what I'm saying. They're not close. I've always grown photos, but I've only had 2 full runs. What I have going on now is my 3rd run. So I just honestly started this journey January 18th of this year. Same thing with my channel, everything. But I did a year of research, everything. Watch YouTube, watch your channel, watch Ruby's channel. I've watched like so many different channels to, at least get the idea of it.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. No, it's working out, man. That's really cool. That's really cool. It's just a bucket and go.
It's just a bucket, dude. It's the easiest way for anybody to grow. This is for the novice grower that's never grown before. All you have to do, you don't even need a grow tent. You get the kit. They have free shipping and stuff now. So, with the code and whatever, if you have your own bucket, then they just send you the soil mixture and all that. So you can walk away it's like $43. Free shipping, comes with the seed, enough nutrients for the entire grow. And I think I'm going to probably get, I would say, at least 2 ounces off this plant. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know. Like I said, I've never grown an autoflower. So I don't think she's looking so bad for my first one.
No, she's going to fill in. You don't see, yeah, she's got a long ways to go with the timing that you're talking about too. You still have a good over a month to go. You're going to see the swelling in come in on those stacks, and it's going to look a lot nicer that way. Because right now you can see the pistils. You can see the pistils reaching out and the buds right in between because of the way the light's shining on it. And you can see that there's that filling in space. So if you allow it to do that, like you said, go to day 90, start looking at it in the 80s, right? I think you're going to have a really nice plant there.
Yeah,
you can see the structure. Yeah.
And I trained her out. Like, I didn't tie her down or nothing like that. The only thing I used was bud clips, and I used these other ones. These ones right here. I get them off Temu. They're like, I think, man, they're less than $5 a pack. And I put this on my channel because, I love bud clips. I'm sponsored by bud clips as well, but, they're expensive. And you can accomplish the same thing for cheaper, you know what I mean? So these right here, these 2 are Gary Payton's. And we're at 7 days since I flipped them. So we're only a week into flower. They were both clones. 60 days, I grew them out. Same thing. I used clips and clips only. I didn't use anything else, but it allowed all these side branches, you know what I mean, to come up. And I really haven't defoliated. I mean, I did go down and clean her up a little bit for, you know, just a little bit of lollipopping, but nothing extraordinary. And then over here, well, of course, they're looking droop.
Oh, you hit the mute button, by the way. Mute. Yep.
Oh,
there
shit.
you go.
How long was I off for?
No, you just went off. You just went off.
Did you see the Gary Paytons then?
Yeah, we saw the other 10. You just muted yourself when you popped in the other tent there.
Okay. Yeah, so these Gary Paytons, this is the third time I've grown these out. These were from clones. They're 7 days since I flipped them. I think they're looking like, I don't know. I think they're really healthy. The only question I have is like this right here. Well, they said it's nap time. I told you they were going to sleep. Okay, so over here, that one right there is a vanilla frosting by North Atlantic Seeds, and that one right there is too. This one, and this one is all violet caps. It was one of their new drops by Robin Hood Seeds. These guys are 45, maybe 50 days. So I just transplanted them into the 5-gallon pots, you know what I mean? But it's bedtime, so that's why they're like, I need a break from the light.
No, I hear you. Yeah, they all plants like to go. You can tell when it's about to go to sleep too. They all will droop down, or as soon as you water them. Most plants will droop down after you water them too.
Yep, and I did. I watered them today, so. But tomorrow morning when I come in, they're gonna just be full of life again.
Yeah,
this is what Spider Farmer sent me. They sent me a 4x4 tent with a clip fan under the SC5000, of course, with the 6-inch exhaust. This is my first collaboration. I know that you're with Spider Farmer as well.
Yeah.
And so far, it's been a great company, man. They no complaints, man.
Yeah, they'd be good.
So,
they'd be good. They've been good to me, for sure. I haven't had a problem at all with their lights or anything. So, or the humidifiers that they don't make anymore because they have a new style humidifier. I had the older style that I was testing out, and it wasn't so great. But the newer style.
Is it this one right here? Hold on. Because they just sent me this one, so I have a.
No, that one's a better one. I had the one that they came out with before that leaked. But that one, that one I think they fixed the issue with.
Yeah, so, because they just sent me that, and another thing I don't know if people know, but they have a dehumidifier now.
Yeah, that's the brand. Yeah, that's the new product they have.
Yeah, they're supposed to be shipping me that. They said 2 weeks, but I think that was like a week ago. So I should be getting that. I'm interested to see, what that's going to be all about. But
here, I'll show you the one that leaks. Right here. Oh.
I'm definitely impressed with their products. You know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and shut this one because.
This one right here. This is what, and I don't know where it leaks, but at some point the seal fails and it all ends up draining out. So, but they don't make this. They don't sell this one anymore. They don't sell this one anymore because I think they had that problem. Had a really nice long cable though, like you can plug it in a distance. Everything was really good with it. It was just that one issue.
Yeah, this one comes with, so you have these, you know what I mean? and there's splitters and stuff so you can use it in more than one tent. I haven't had to set it up yet because I'm in my basement and it's 100-year-old house. So, I mean, it's porous floors. So if anything, I'm having too much humidity. I'm going to put this plant back. It's night time for her. But yeah, that's what I have. That's what I have going on now. I definitely want to come back in a month when I flip these girls into flower, and definitely show you guys. Tuesdays is a hard night for me. It's the wife, you know, it's her night off. So, but I enjoy your show, Matt, as always, and I appreciate you letting me share, man.
Oh man, it's awesome having you up. It's awesome checking out a new garden.
I have 7 fully operational tents down here.
Oh, that's cool. Nice.
We are set up to do whatever we want to do, but I'm only using 3 right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have to follow my plant count too. You know what I mean? So
That's why I grew up 2 different places. I got 3 tents over there, and I have 3 tents here, but I also have a possibility of 4 here.
You're in Canada though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm down in right outside of Chicago.
Oh, I hear you. Nice.
So I mean, my medical card and stuff, but we're only allowed 5 plants, and then I have mine, and then my girl has hers. So last run. Go ahead.
They're rough on us up here. We're only allowed to have 4 per household. So it doesn't matter if you have 4 people in the house. You can only have 4 regardless.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so I grow 4 over in a place where I'm allowed to grow, but being here I have more than that because I can grow more, just not over there.
Right.
So I have the ability to kind of grow a veg out, find females here, and then flower them in a place that I can only grow 4. So I grow 4 big over there as big as I can. Yeah,
that's it's definitely what I want to try next is 1 big plant. I haven't done it yet. Like I said, this is only my 3rd run, so I mean, you learn from every single mistake. But I feel I'm getting better enough to where I think I can scrog one out, and I think I could have some decent results. Like that. That's beautiful right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, speaking about big plants, let's see how you're
Did you guys see all the crystals on that?
Yeah, dude, it's looking awesome.
It's super early too. No, these Humboldt genetics are killing it for sure. I'm happy with them. This is the Gazerpal, and that was the Royal Highness. Yeah, she's got crystals all on her fucking fan leaves already, and only like week 2, week 3 of flower.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's sick.
Let's see, there's one. Yeah, all that right there at the edges is all crystals.
And you're right, and it's coming early. That's only what you'd see when you running plants indoors under lights. You'd see it coming that even close to being that early doing that. But outside, that's doing really well.
Oh yeah, this one is too. You can see them right there on the big leaves.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's definitely something I want to do with outdoors.
Oh yeah, I love it. Let's see. This is the Royal Highness also. These ones have crystals also. Hell yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, it's getting cold. The other night it frosted and I had to put the wood stove kind of out. I had to make I broke the door. Yeah, no, it works good. has a blower on the back, and it frosted. It wasn't a hard frost, but it definitely frosted for like 15, 20 minutes in the morning. And I had this thing going since like 4. And it was nice. The girls, they didn't even wilt their leaves. So it's going to get cold again tonight. So I'm just setting up.
Yeah.
What does it go up to? What does the pipe go up to? Yeah, the top of the wood stove. Is that pipe? Yeah. Is there a place that you can put like a stratification fan? You can always put like
I'm not sure.
One of those stratification fans that kind of blow everything on a 360 degrees. Yeah, it would be,
yeah. So this one blows because it's a hollow in here, so you could touch this, it'll never get hot. But this will blow all the air towards those. And then I got this fan blowing. And then I got a little bitty fan here that I can directional in case one plant doesn't like the cold as much. And then I got another wood stove here with another blower that blows hot air. And so with all of these, yeah, I got the chimney going up. So yeah, it was pretty pimp.
That's awesome.
I guess a lot of people thought it was goofy and didn't like it, but you know, fuck it. It keeps my plants happy. I'll do it.
Yeah, if it works, it works. Yeah.
So what is that like? Is it like a greenhouse?
Yeah, kind of like a shade house.
Right.
It's got
just
a
plastic
shade
all the way
cloth.
around it. Oh, okay.
No, it's like a shade cloth.
So it can still breathe.
It's 30%. Well, yeah. So a few years ago, I had plants outside with no protection and plants in a greenhouse, and the plants in the greenhouse were just killing it. So I was like, well, I'm going to try the shade cloth, you know, because I saw that on the Future Cannabis Project, and so I was like, I'm going to try that. So I did, and the plants just get huge. So there's just a little too much sun out here or something, or maybe I might not be feeding them enough in the full sun. I'm not sure, but yeah.
That's
this
bad.
is the all gas OG. She's smelling good. She got me high just by smelling it the other day.
I gotta get out of the. I don't want no light leaks.
All right, I hear you.
But I'll jump in next week or in a couple weeks. All right, brother.
Sounds good. Have a good evening. I'll see you in the chat.
All right, thanks, Matt.
Have a good one.
So I read an article this morning, and it was talking about how excess calcium in flower, late flower, causes smaller buds in certain strains. And so I'm like, huh. But then it was saying how the magnesium wasn't a problem. So I was thinking I might pull the CalMag and just use the calcium that's in my water, and then just use the mag sulfur from Signal for the magnesium.
Once I get to week 2, or 3, mostly week 3 of flower, I'll drop the additional CalMag and I'll just add the B Vital by Ross. So that's their Epsom salt product with a B vitamin complex.
These just got their last CalMag yesterday. So I won't give them no more of that. And I did give them a mag sulfur B. Now tell me if this is a good mixture where it won't fuck up. But like CalMag, or not CalMag, but mag sulfur B1 and silica. Would that one mix?
Yeah, that would be good. I would drop out the silica once you get to like 2 or 3 weeks before flower, like before the end. I'd drop out silica.
Yeah. Well, my reasoning for late silica is to strengthen the trichome heads, because before, when I didn't use silica, my ripe trichome heads would just break off. So I would never see amber trichome heads. I would just see broken stalk. So an old hippie told me to just add silica. So I did the silica, and now they all last.
It's because what happens is think of So you have the trichome that branches off of the plant. But when you actually add silica to your system, it builds like a. Do you know how like a rhino horn has like that bottom like kind of builds upwards? It builds like a ridge almost that goes to the trichome. And in Bugby's lab, they actually took pictures of this under a microscope, showing the difference in two different trichome heads, and one of them has a regular trichome coming off the plant. The other one had a much larger base to it, like a protective base that held it onto the plant. It actually is very true.
Yeah.
It's proven in science.
See, some of this bro science is true, you know. Hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was proven.
And then, so this year I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to use silica all year. So I've bought a 2.5 gallon jug of that, what is it called? Potassium silicate. So it mixes good with all the stuff. It's not like some of the other silicas, I guess.
Yeah, any potassium silicate is gonna jack up your pH there. So just keep that in mind when you're doing whatever you have to do.
Oh, I pH it. Yeah, I have test strips and I use the aminos. The aminos, that's the high grade aminos from raw. They drop my pH quite a bit too.
Yep.
So that kind of balances out. Yeah, I use that.
Just remember that potassium silica is potassium.
That's why it goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why it goes up.
Well, that's why
the raw, especially if you have a microbial layer, it works because the way that the silica dioxide reacts with the microbial layer, that's how it makes the salicylic acid transfer up to the plant. The raw product that they have for silica does not affect your pH because it is silica dioxide. And I remember doing that live on a live stream and actually mixing it live on stream, and it showed people that didn't change that.
I remember that stream.
Yeah, I've been gonna come in here and trim, but with the cold, I didn't want to do a double shocker.
Yeah, they're all just waiting.
What's that?
That's looking phenomenal out there, man. That's looking good, dude. Yeah.
I think
I appreciate it.
To his kid.
Man, you do good every year, though, man. Yeah.
Well, this is my worst year in a long time. But it's good genetics.
Yeah, look at that. Look at them. Yeah.
Well,
they're kind of weird. They
making me wish I would one.
It's also like
outside. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, I was good. You can finish if you want. Okay. No, I was just saying, it's just been the climate of the year. It's just been really. I was sitting there actually a couple days ago, and I was like, I'm so happy I didn't grow any plants outside this year, just because it's been like up and down the whole time, right?
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man, my weather, man, here we've been really not that hot. You know, we maybe hit 100 a few times, but it's rained so much I didn't even have to water my garden. And looking at moons, I'm like, man, I wish I would have grown this year. I think I would have had a good turnout. Oh yeah, I got the ducks.
Well, last night
they were my grass.
I was just gonna say I highly recommend Wollastonite. It's the Wollastonite is actually calcium silica oxide. Yeah, calcium silicate. So it's a slow release that you can add into your plant. But Bugby in his will actually use that. Well, he'll use Wollastonite in their medium at Utah State, but they'll also apply silica as well. They'll do it in solution and in medium.
Oh yeah, let's see if it goes better the other direction. Yeah, this plant's chugging along.
Oh yeah.
She ain't happy. She's got like a yellowing spot here, and all the ones yellowing are flowering, and the other ones are still in veg. She's a train wreck. Literally.
She may turn out nice though. Sometimes it does that.
She might just be dank as shit too, you know, because sometimes those stressed plants will put out some high terpenes. That's what I'm crossing my fingers for. Like, that's the best case scenario, is just a terpy train wreck that's like real fucking high sativa, like where you're like, oh my god, I'm high as fuck, you know.
Yeah.
I don't usually get that kind of high with the indica, but yeah, I'm super excited.
Yeah, I grew some Bubba Kush that time, man. That stuff put me to sleep. It's not good. I got good sleep when I smoked it. Oh dang, man.
That's how my Hindu Kush is.
Oh,
Yeah, these are weird stackers. And I was gonna say earlier, we had a frost like June 16th, and it fucked these up. They kind of made them look like a re-veg plant. You know how they crown out? And I don't know if that affected their internodal spacings or not. Like, I don't know, because the plants never, because they looked normal before the freeze, and then after the freeze, they've never went back normal. This one's the only one that's kind of normal after the freeze. So this is kind of normal. Okay, here's an example. And these are all the same plant, the Royal Highness. That one crowned up like a re-veg. And then this one didn't get really affected. And then this one was chilling in the grow room and didn't get affected at all. And it's doing the best. So, it definitely affected them. And this one stacked up good. This thing has some big old... It says it gets baseball bat size nugs, but I believe it, man. Look at that. That's my hand.
Damn,
So.
yeah.
But we got gophers like a MFer. There was one hit. This one was all the same hole. I was just digging it. And then not sure, but I think one poked out here. Or they had a collapse in the hole. I don't know. Either way, I put a new gopher trap there.
Wow. Yeah, never.
There was another one there.
I get a lot of questions about that. It's like, John, why do you grow, in those pots outside? It's like, because of the damn gophers. I've lost plants because of the moles. I need to put
chicken wire's working.
Yeah, I know. I seen you do that, so I'm gonna try that next. Because
it's lasted like 4 years.
I live on farmland, so it's really good soil.
Well, is that you digging holes to dig after them, or are they straight up busting holes through the ground like that?
No, so like this one here, they busted a hole here. Well, these ones are weird. These are like big mole gophers, so they're blind, and they'll backfill their holes. And there was a big pile here, and then I followed the hole all the way to here, and then that's where the hole where I could put a nice trap in at. And I actually got it that morning because I came out here in the morning. I was high and not paying attention, and I went and did all my shit. And all of a sudden, I looked down, and there's a big ass gopher pile here. I was like, "Oh shit!" So I'm in panic mode. And I was got it handled. Come back about 15 minutes later, bam, got him.
Yeah, that's right. I was in mid-flower, and I had a huge, my plants had there. One of them, half of it died, and I couldn't figure out why it was died. And I'd stepped over on the dirt, and I could feel the ground give, and it was a mole that he had dug up, made on my roots. So,
yeah, I've had that happen.
I'm gonna try that chicken wire though. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'd rather plant in the ground anyway, because I've got great soil.
Yeah, it works. But I mean, as long as they can't crawl through a hole that big, and the gophers that I have are bigger than this, and they can't crawl through. But what the mice are doing is plumbing through, and they would beaver they killed my hella jelly over here, and they ate all the way around the stalk.
Oh, man.
I take that back. They ate 3/4 of the way around the stalk. I sprayed it with the pruning seal, came out the next morning, and they ate the rest of it with the fucking black tar stuff on it. Sorry. But yeah, I put the wire on there, and everything's good after that. So from now on, that's part of my IPM is wire mesh around the stalks.
Yeah. That's a good idea, though. Yeah. My first grow I did outside, I did it in the ground, and I had great looking plants. My second year, I had that mold problem, so I started growing in pots, and now I want to go back to the ground.
And then you can get other kind of, they got that 1/2 inch square mesh. It's a little bit more expensive, but if you have the little stuff, it would work.
Yeah, that would work too. Yeah.
But I mean, at the end, it would all pay itself off. You know, what did it cost? Like $50 for a roll of that, and you can do 2 plants, and what, 3 ounces will pay for all the wire, you know?
Shit, I've got rolls of chicken wire
or something. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I wasn't too high. I was kind of high. I come out here and I give this one a smell test, and man, it like instantly went to my gut and like kind of give me a head change, and like I had to go sit down after that. I was like, oh my goodness, that got me fucking, I don't know, was it terpenes maybe? Because it definitely was terpy.
I guess that it would be the terpenes that would be volatile depending on the temperature and stuff.
Most likely.
Yeah, it's super tried. Not. Which one?
Thiols.
Nice.
Thiols are sulfur based, and they're the most volatile.
That could be it. Yeah, it was kind of sulfury. You know, it went to the pit of my stomach. Like, ooh, yeah. And then I was excited, so luckily no one was around. I was all hooting and hollering, like, I got them turds.
That's awesome. No, they're turning out nice.
Well, I mean, a lot of the... Oh, yeah. Now, these ones are this is Trainwreck 2, and it's actually taken the cold really well. But it did get stunted. Like, June 16th was like the middle... Right when you hit the fucking gas pedal full, you know, to go veg, I got a freeze, and then I lost 3 weeks of veg while these were snapping out of it. But they did well. I mean, they snapped out of it. No herms yet. I'm not seeing any anyways. This one needs pruned up. It's all...
So I missed a question all the way up here. Somebody asked, what do you do for an IPM? Oh, outside the chicken wire for the... for those guys. Do you do any other IPMs on your plants?
Yeah, I was using safer insecticidal soap once like every Monday or something, because I had aphids once, and I can kind of, just in case. But this year there was grasshoppers, so I was using like safer soap, and then that was expensive, so I started using Dawn dish soap, not to spray on the plants, but just the grasshoppers.
Yeah.
And then I also, when the bricks was really low, when they got froze, somehow thrips got on here, and so a few of the plants had thrips. So I went to a pyrethra spray once a week, and then I haven't done that in about 3 weeks now. Awesome. But I just in case, because I didn't want to get fucked up.
Okay. No, that's a good idea to be.
And not when it. What's that?
I was gonna say it's a good idea to be just hard on it like you were, and just get it done and fucking not worry, like get it out of the way, right?
Yeah, yeah. And the only way I can think of as I got the thrips is because when they froze, that bricks level must have been low, you know, made it acceptable. But now they're all about 12 last time I checked. So I'm happy with that. They should be starting to raise now that they're flowering. They were still in veg when I checked. But yeah, this one, I can't believe it's already throwing crystals out. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. It's probably starting to stink pretty nice in there, too.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Like walking up or the wind shift out when I'm working in the yard or something, you'll definitely catch a nice whiff. Well, the other thing is my smell's just coming back after 2 years of the COVID. Like, I'm smelling things that I haven't smelled in a long time. like Pine Sol from washing the fucking mopping the floor. I had a Pine Sol bucket by the door because I use it, and all of a sudden I could start smelling the Pine Sol bucket. I'm like, oh my goodness! And I can start smelling the weed plants, and I can start smelling the smoke and the dirt, and it's cool. I'm excited. It's been a long time of not smelling.
That's awesome. It's a nice thing to be able to smell too. There's so much priority to it.
I still know.
Well, it makes me love the weed again.
Yeah, exactly. You're smelling the terpene profile now. Now you can smell it back. And you're like, whoa.
Well, and that's the thing is because I was thinking my weed was kind of not terpy or anything, and now that I'm getting my smell back, it's like, oh wow, this shit's loud. You know, I thought I was going around the crowds, you know, all not smelling good, but I guess I was.
Is this the same bag? Yeah, I was like, open it up. Is this the same? Another one?
Yeah, this is a chair, so it's still a big plant.
Oh, damn.
Kinda.
It's still got time on it. Yeah, we still got it.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna stack up and get some nice nugs on it. All these are gonna fill in, and they got the nice internodal spacing, so each one should get real thick, and they throw as much weight as the other ones, just because they get the light penetration, you know. Plus, I'll go in there and trim it up here.
Try to get those 2 gram nugs, yeah, 2.5 gram nugs. And some big nugs.
Oh yeah, little golf balls.
Yeah, like a golf ball, so harder rock. Yeah, carrot bump.
I had a cherry cookie like that. It was like golf ball, golf ball, golf ball, golf ball.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's 2 grams, 2 grams, 2 grams, 2 grams, 2 grams, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Damn.
Well, yeah, they start to add up after you get a lot of them. And then I was thinking about going a little bit smaller so they don't have to risk the bud rot issue without.
Yeah, because when they get huge, yeah, like Matt said, the bud rot, man, it's hard to fight them off.
Well, you got to pull the water out fast enough, right? If the longer your water activity is above 0.9, the longer it's actually a 0.87 or 0.88, I think, that botrytis happens at. The longer you have for it potentially to happen. So that's why a lot of the times when you have those bigger buds, you want to try to bring it down a little bit quicker on them, then slow it down and then cure it out. Or
now, if you're
that's if you're in a controlled environment, you know, like outside, you can't control Mother Nature sometimes, and you get downpour rains for weeks, you know, at the end. That's like shit.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Boone? That little bastard.
Now, yeah, I got it. They're still out here. Now, does that count if you were using your aminos and you had your calcium and everything was sufficient? Are you going to likely get botrytis? You know, do you have a higher tolerance maybe, or is it all about the same with botrytis?
No, definitely a nutritionally balanced plant should fend off much. I mean, but botrytis will still come in, but I mean, like you see with like all the dudes in Humboldt and stuff, like they get rain in the end of October. If you follow Men No Dope, like they've harvested in full rainstorms. And
I'm talking about after the plant. I'm not. Yeah, when the plant is growing and your plant. If you have a healthy plant, it's fine.
No, I meant when it was drying.
Yeah, while you're drying,
yeah.
The plant no longer alive. You want to bring it down under sub 8.8 water activity as quickly as you can, so you don't get botrytis, because your plant's not alive anymore. That's when you're gonna get it.
That's when you're gonna get it.
I've had that happen. My monster skunk did that to me. It was totally fine until I started drying it, and it fucking got shitty.
Yeah. I mean, if there's spores in there, for sure. Like, if you don't take that humidity down, get the dew point, get the airflow.
Yeah.
Correct. Like, yeah, you're gonna get mold absolutely. It'll pop up in 36 hours.
Yeah. So that's one thing that they taught us at Utah State in the drying segment of the course was you want to get it under that water activity level, and I think it's 0.88 water activity is where botrytis. That's where its minimum is where it grows.
Yeah.
And you can just use that as an overall relative humidity, but you have to think that's inside the bud too.
Right.
Which is going to be very high.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Big buds look nice, but they're dangerous. And I have a couple of plants right now with big buds that are growing right now, which I'm just like, when I was last at the grow, I just turned all my fans to max. Everything's on max right now. So I'm just like, not playing games with it.
Yeah.
Besides my vortex.
Oh, I
my
lost
big
a bunch of
vortex.
weed last year.
I got a massive vortex that blows everything out of the house. That's the one that I built into the wall, and that's still at medium. If that was at max, it would. Yeah, it's a bit much.
You can kind of feel it. And that would give you like negative pressure, right?
It would be way too much negative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah, when you told me that, yeah, I checked my door now because it was I could let go and my door would shut, because I had so much negative pressure. Now I turned down, now I can see a different shut.
Yeah, you still want to be a little bit, but not excessive. I still think a little bit's good.
I second sleep. You're killing it again this year, man. Good job.
I think I'm the only one left in the valley with a crop. All my friends and everyone else I've heard have been wiped off. So I mean, I feel good, I busted my ass, man. I've fucking been hard and stressful.
Setting those up probably was not easy.
And like Matt said,
I put all new chicken cages in.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that idea. I'm gonna do that. I'll be growing outside next year.
Then my neighbor, who's been harassing me, he's a tweaker. He got arrested with drugs and all kinds of stuff, and I think he got a year in prison for probation violation. So at least I'll get this harvest in without having to worry about him coming and robbing me. So that's a fucking win.
Yeah.
Winning.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that fucker.
You had them cameras.
But then I bought an 8-pack of driveway alarms. So I've got driveway alarms all the way around the perimeter. And 8 cameras.
That's what happened the first year.
Well, it gets it.
The first year that you started coming around the live streams, that's what happened. I remember you were growing these nice plants, and then somebody came in the middle of the night. That was you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, I've never had anybody come over. I've never had anybody mess with my plants.
Oh, okay.
I think you've seen them on camera.
Or you talked about it.
Yeah.
What happened was I have a power pole out here, and 3 separate times within 3 weeks, my power panels were left open. So I'm like, by the 3rd time it happened, it's like, okay, you're not, because I was thinking, okay, maybe I did it, but I was like, no. But by the 3rd time, I was like, something's going on. But they're smart because they got like infrared sensors or like cameras where they can see the cameras at night vision. And because they knew exactly where they could go. They can't get there now because I bought extra cameras, but before they was fucking around where they could, and I couldn't catch them on camera. But I did catch them one night messing around the house at like 12 at night. It took them 10 and a half minutes to get past my property. So I called them out. I was like, hey man, I don't know what you're doing. I see you hanging out with the tweakers. I'm not accusing you of tweaking, but you know how it goes. And I told him we kind of got into a little bit. I said, well, then what are you doing? And he kind of just started going, And I said, well, from now on, you just keep on going. He didn't know I had cameras, I don't think, at that time. I don't know. Never underestimate those druggies.
Oh, yeah.
Not at all.
They want my weed.
They'll have all that equipment, but it will take them fucking forever to figure out how to use it.
Oh yeah. No, they'll come and harvest, chop it down. Now, if it was me, I'd wait till I had it all hung and dry, and that's when I'm the most worried, because that's when the least amount of work needs to be done, and that's when, if you were a smart thief, you would go and fucking break in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
But
I'm gonna end it there. I gotta get going. So
Oh, yeah.
everybody, nice looking garden, by the way. Moon, thank you for showing that.
peace out, chat. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it, guys. I appreciate all the kind words and all the negative ones. Peace.
Have a great night, everybody. Until next week.